Oh, Lorelai and Sookie, just when you thought Gilmore Girls was a classy show. Oh, wishing a happy dog day to Biscuit, and who knew? The way to get a free concert out of Boosie was to arrest him. Shout out to those cops. Not really, shout out to Boosie. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in D.C., so you know these jokes come from a place of love. Let's start things off with the story everybody is talking about right now. The Justice Department released a redacted version of the search warrant affidavit and memo for the raid on Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago. And when I say this thing was redacted, that's an understatement. Just look at this thing. If they had to black out the warrant this much, imagine what the actual documents they found contained. Allegedly, Trump took documents so secret the government can't publicly say what they even are. He was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and hold the nuclear codes. Let me get the Area 51. Oh, is that the proof of Bigfoot's existence? Yeah. Let me get that too. They had to cover up the reason for the search. That is Bond villain treachery right there. They found 184 classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. 184. If anybody else took home one document so secure they can't even show the reason for the search, they'd be getting questioned by a CIA operative in a dark room with a wet towel over their faces, by somebody with a particular set of skills. Humanely, of course. I never thought I'd see the feds run up on a former president's home like he's Stringer Bell, but that's exactly where we're at. He went from flying on Air Force One to getting raided by the Jump Out boys wearing Air Force Ones. We're headed to Capitol Hill for this next story, where congressional barber Joe Quattrone is retiring after 51 years of cutting the hair of some of the world's most powerful people.
And over the decades, he's seen hundreds of lawmakers sit in his chair.
President Gerald Ford, the old man Bush was very nice too. Al Gore, Dick Cheney, Congressman Scalise when he got shot. I went to the hospital, cut his hair all the time.
And working with politicians has taught Quattrone some valuable lessons on how to make it here on Capitol Hill.
Keep your eyes and your ears open and your mouth shut. Then you'll be here so long as you want to be.
That is good advice for any job. That and don't take home 184 classified documents. Congratulations on your retirement, Joe. This is a sad day indeed for the folks on the Hill who were his regulars, because now they got to find new barbers. Men are loyal barbers for a reason. If a new barber doesn't work out, you are stuck looking crazy for 2 weeks. Men will cheat on their taxes, cheat on their spouses, and cheat death before they cheat on their barber. So good luck to all the folks on Capitol Hill in search for a new barber. It looks like a bunch of y'all got free PPE money, so y'all should be able to afford a good one. This one's personal for me, because my mother used to take me by the Capitol Hill barbershop all the time when she was working up on the Hill, and they would pat me on the head before offering me a jerry curl. We're taking a trip to upstate New York for the next story, where a black firefighter claimed that he was pressured by his boss into attending a party with racist imagery. Now, as bad as that is, that's not even the crazy part. At a press conference, which was ostensibly to clean this whole thing up, the woman who helped organize the party denied it was racist, then admitted to running a super racist Twitter account. Yeah, I'm a bigot, but I wasn't one this time is a wild defense strategy. So we're supposed to believe she's only racist on Twitter? Yeah. I'd rather her call me racial slurs in my face than insult my intelligence like this. And just to be clear, I don't want to be called racial slurs by anybody. But just in case any of you guys thought this was your chance, try Jesus, don't try me. Google the rest of the song if you don't already know it. Now, Mary Nicosia allegedly decorated her lawn with buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken for a Juneteenth party and served her guests Hennessy. The only thing missing was blackface. Folks must have finally figured out that blackface will indeed cost them their jobs. Now, I love and hate this story. I hate the racism, but love watching bigots get called out in real time. That is quality content. I would watch that on pay-per-view, and I'm cheap. I chose this last story because it's a welcome break from politics and prejudice. A new study from the journal Plant and Cell Physiology suggests alcohol can help plants survive during droughts for as long as 2 weeks without water. And you thought your tolerance was high. Apparently, No one handles their liquor better than plants. Looks like crops really know how to party. This is the ultimate excuse, by the way, for plant owners.
I need this case of Fireball and Odessa vodka. Research supports this decision. Hey, I know I'm a cactus, but are you really going to argue with science? Feed me, Seymour.
Wow, I'm just thinking about somebody that's just visiting our area and turning on the TV for the first time and they see something like that and be like, this city is as black as it ever was. I don't know what they're talking about. Some of y'all are planning trips to the flower shop right now, but full disclosure, scientists say that ethanol used to keep plants alive needs to be done sparingly. In other words, don't try it at home. We've survived a whole pandemic. At this point, nobody needs an excuse to crack a bottle. Go ahead and save that shot of Casamigos you were going to give to your fern. By the way, my favorite story, man, all of them were pretty ratchet today except for the congressional barber retiring. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Congratulations to you, Joe Quattrone.